It's time to stop sleeping on the Cleveland Cavaliers. With one of the best young cores, the Cavs are showing everyone why building young talent is important and why they're one of the biggest underdogs this season. The NBA has recently shifted into a fast-paced league where quickness and spacing have never been more valuable. Teams who focus on their size are viewed as old school and outdated, yet the Cavs are proving them wrong. They managed to take a gamble and invested their size, and it's finally paying off. Let's take a look at how the Cavs managed to surprise the league and surpass expectations by towering over their opponents. On December 20th, the Cavs had a record of 19 wins and 12 losses, placing them all the way at the third seed of the Eastern Conference. This puts them ahead of other elite teams such as the Miami Heat and the defending champions, the Milwaukee Bucks. The best part of their impressive performance is how young this team is. Half of their roster is under 25 years old. They are filled with young talents who are expected to only get better with time. What we didn't expect, though, is how much noise they're managing to make now. This team has a colossal starting five, where three of them are 6'10" or taller, in Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley, and Lauri Markkanen. Their roster is so big and tall that they have 7 players who can all play center. Coming into the season, this was head-scratching for most fans, and for good reason. How are they going to keep up with the quickness of this era where most teams are guard-heavy and shooting is a necessity? But as the standings suggest, their size is more of an asset rather than a liability. They currently have the second tallest starting lineup, only behind the Dallas Mavericks, and it's translated extremely well over to their defense. Their bigs are agile enough to defend players significantly smaller than them, which has played a huge role in bumping them all up to the second best defensive rating in the league, only behind Golden State. On offense, they're surprisingly good at shooting the ball and stretching the floor, despite having 3 bigs in their starting lineup. They managed to prove that a massive roster doesn't mean they have to give up the spacing. In fact, they actually rank 10th place in three-point percentage in the NBA, which is a lot higher than some might expect for their size. Aside from shooting the three, one of the ways the Cavs create space is by letting their big men move off the ball. This keeps their offense from being stagnant, and it makes their defense flexible. Despite being a rookie, Evan Mobley learned that pretty quickly. The 20-year-old big man is currently the leading candidate for Rookie of the Year and is averaging 13.8 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game. He plays solid defense and has the ability to guard multiple positions, so much so that NBA veteran J.J. Redick predicts that he will be a Defensive Player of the Year in the future. That's a pretty high expectation for a rookie, but he has shown he has the potential to make it a reality. Together with fellow big man Jarrett Allen, they've made attacking the rim an absolute nightmare for the opposing team. Mobley ranks 6th in blocks per game, while the Fro ranks 15th, averaging 1.8 and 1.6 respectively. Jarrett Allen has been one of the most important players in the Cavs' success this season. He's capable of putting up a double-double every game, with 16.8 points and 10.8 rebounds with an insane 71% efficiency. Allen is an athletic big man who can provide you with everything you need in a traditional center. He's quick on offense and knows how to position himself down low, always ready to receive the ball for an easy 2 or to catch a lob for a throwdown. He has some good post moves and has a soft touch around the rim, which gives him more options on offense. A lot of people are hoping for him to be selected as an all-star this year. Although the competition ahead of him is great, it wouldn't be a surprise if he makes it. He's been a crucial piece for the Cavaliers on both ends of the court. The scary part is that Jarrett Allen is only 23 years old. He still has plenty of time to improve and polish his game before he hits his prime. Even if he's not an all-star this year, it's completely possible that he'll be one someday. Speaking of all-star potential, this 3-big-man lineup would not be this effective without the rising star point guard, Darius Garland. Garland has been elite this season as the team's leading scorer, putting up 19.1 points on 47% shooting while averaging 7.3 assists per game. He's a versatile scorer who can get a bucket in many different ways. He can drive to the paint, pull up from mid-range, shoot the 3, or initiate plays for his teammates. Garland has excellent court vision, which is perfect for a team with multiple big men who move off the ball quickly. This gives him countless options as a facilitator with multiple bigs to feed the ball to. Garland specifically pairs well with Jarrett Allen. Their pick-and-roll connection is considered one of the most lethal in the league. This is exactly how they destroyed the Wizards' defense on December 3rd when the two combined for 60 points. In this play, we can see Jarrett Allen quickly rolling to the rim right after setting the screen, leaving his defender behind for an easy and 1 bucket. On this play, we see Garland throwing a high arcing lob, and he's confident that Allen is athletic enough to catch such a difficult pass, and that's exactly what he did to get the dunk and one. Here's another example for their bread and butter where Garland pushes the ball down the court on transition and Allen signals for an alley-oop, and they perfectly connect, punishing the unsuspecting Wizards' defense. It's not just on offense either. Allen's defensive capabilities directly impact their offense. This block leads to a fast break and Garland rewards it by draining the transition three. Washington had no answer for their relentless pick-and-roll plays, allowing Allen to drop another double-double with 28 points and 13 rebounds. Darius Garland complemented the Pros' monster game by finishing with 32 points, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds. It's only the tip of the iceberg for these two. They're still young, and if they can continue to work on and improve their game, they can become one of the league's deadliest duos. Also worthy to note are their two other young players in Lauri Markkanen and Isaac Okoro. Markkanen is a versatile player who can drive or shoot the ball whenever the team needs him, and is the type of player who can be paired with any big to provide a lot of options on offense. On the contrary, Okoro plays an underrated role on the Cavs since he is the only legitimate wing on the starting lineup, making it a huge responsibility. Lastly, the Cavs have great veterans to build their young core through the former Timberwolves teammates, Kevin Love and Ricky Rubio. Rubio has been a solid floor general in the NBA for many years, and Garland will benefit a lot from Rubio's experience. The Cavaliers front office did a phenomenal job in giving Garland a mentor who can help him polish his game as a point guard and a playmaker. His leadership extends to the rest of the team by coaching the young guys in various scenarios, such as composure in crunch time and focus when the game is slipping away. However, beyond being a veteran presence, Rubio has been a great backup point guard for the Cavs, acting as the anchor of the second unit. This provides Cleveland much-needed depth at the guard position, given the fact that they are saturated with bigs. He even had a monster game against the Knicks, where he dropped a career high of 37 points while making 8 of 9 from the three. Despite his many years in the NBA, Rubio is still just 31 years old and has a lot left in his tank. Likewise, fellow veteran Kevin Love has embraced his role as a solid backup big man. He may not be the all-star he used to be, but that doesn't mean his career has come to an end. He's still a productive big man off the bench, averaging 12.2 points, 7.1 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. Despite the drop in numbers, his ability to stretch the floor hasn't changed. He's shooting 40% from the arc at 5.3 attempts per game, which is his best since the Big Three era. He's extremely productive with the minutes he's given, and he looks comfortable with his new role. Kevin Love can be a great mentor for this young team for the years to come, and his legacy in the Cavaliers organization is forever written in their history. At the end of the day, this Cavs team is young and hungry for more. They are showing the league that it's possible for talent to bloom sooner rather than later. It's only going to go up from here. If they are surpassing expectations today, who knows how much more deadly this team can be. With a young core reaching their potential and a healthy squad ready to suit up, their next championship might not be too far. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you loved it, as it would help us tremendously. What do you guys think of the Cavs? Do you think they'll be a deep playoff team? Let us know in the comments below.